Alright. Alright, so welcome to episode 2 of our playthrough / video walkthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. Today, we are going to play some card games. We have a little bit of time before, well, according to the lore, according to the canon of the story, we have a little bit of time before our seat exam tonight, this afternoon. So, we got some cards, and I said in the last episode it was very important to talk to the guy on the crosswalk between the classroom and the elevator to pick up the cards. So he gave us these first 7 level 1 cards. They all kind of suck. And we also, after beating Ifrit, got this level 8 card. So with Ifrit, because these cards all suck, Ifrit actually makes it easier for us to win cards. So now that we have the Ifrit card, we can go ahead and do that. Why would we want to? Well, I'll explain the importance of cards after we've got a few. But for now, I'm just going to teach you guys how to play, I guess. Triple Triad is a pretty simple game. See how there are numbers on each edge of the card? Essentially, what you want to do is play a larger number next to the edge of the card. And if you do, you flip that card. It becomes yours. And whoever has the most at the end wins the game. This is going to be a draw, because I was playing stupid, not looking at his hand. Now, this guy in particular, the Gatekeeper, plays a lot of level 5 cards, which makes him a really good person to play against early on to help build your deck, like fill your deck out before you have anything worth playing. Like, he's how you get the stuff that's worth playing. In a way. Don't be afraid to, well, definitely save before you start doing this. Don't be afraid to reload a game. Especially if you lose, because the winner gets to claim a card off the loser. So it's definitely, if you lose Ifrit, definitely reload. Like, you're going to need him in order to, the Ifrit card, in order to make much progress getting any other cards. There we go. That's my win. Now, which of these are worth taking? Probably the Chimera here. So now that I have a Chimera card, that's one more card, one more decent card on my end. So my deck's going to get better and better as I go on. I don't have anything I can do about the Tonberry King over there. This may end up being a draw as well. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So there is some strategy involved. It does take a minute. to learn the game really well. Let's see. Alright, well, I'm not going to go through and farm cards on camera for you guys. I'll do that off camera. I just want to demonstrate how the game goes. Hold on just a second. So I showed off the guy at the gate. He's good for building your deck early on. Also, before we continue on, you'll want to find... there's a little boy in a blue shirt that's running around in circles around the center fountain here. There he is. He plays a rare card, the Minimog card. He doesn't always play it as a rare thing, but apparently he saw fit to play it first time this time around. So that's good. It's a good start. Let's see, does he have anything that can take over? No. Okay, this is going to be a forced draw. Oh, come back here, kid. Okay, so the numbers are 1 through 9 and then A, like the letter A for ace, or it's basically 10. Just going to go ahead and take that, yep, alright. There we go. There we go. So with the Minimog, it'll be a lot easier for me to win other games as well. And the one more rare card you can get before continuing on. So we have the Minimog card from the little kid in the blue shirt. The guy at the gate is very good to build up your deck with. There's a few others like that too in Balam Garden early on. But also, if you go to the second floor classroom, let me just going. Oh. Great. Anyway, where are they? Nope, not those two. I think it's in the classroom. 2 of the 3 Trep groupies. Yes. Oh, she keeps... yeah, she keeps details about your stats. If you talk to her throughout the game, she'll tell you exactly how many enemies you've beaten and how many enemies Quistis have beaten. But more importantly, she plays the... Well, she rarely plays. She's not playing it right now. She plays the Quistis card. Gimme, gimme. Okay. Go there. If I go there, if they take it, I can take it back and force a draw. And if you don't take it, then I just win. Alright, I guess I'll go with this guy, because I need more decent cards on the corner. But eventually they'll play a Quistis card, which is what we're wanting. Oop, nope. It may take a few tries, clearly. This is going to be a draw. Alright. Come on. Nope. I don't care about drawing. If they're not playing Quistis, then it doesn't matter. As long as you don't lose. Although, as long as this is taking for her to play it, I might just not record this part and you just trust me that she does it at some point. Come back later after she's already done it. Yeah, I'll put this down here. How about you? Because either of them will play it. Okay. There's also the third Trep groupie in the cafeteria who will play it as well. I'll just start with that. Yep, because I'm going to trick him into doing that. It's a good bottom left corner card. So this is a more boring episode that I don't really intend for it to be. Oh, okay. I did not expect them to play that card. So little spoilers for you guys coming up in the future. There is an enemy named Biggs and Wedge. Those two guys. And they, just like Sid, Biggs and Wedge are a recurring name throughout the Final Fantasy series. Let's see. I'll just go there. Yep. Force a draw. And they're in this game as well. And they are a recurring villain that you see throughout the game. Kind of a comic relief sort of thing. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to check how long have I been recording. Alright, so this is a 16-minute recording already. And I've done pretty much nothing, so it's a little bit on the more frustrating end. Alright, well after this one I'm going to just stop recording, do some more farming for it on my own in between episodes. I'm just going to, well, I don't think I was even start recording, I'll just go on and do something else. Something more important. Okay. I win! I guess I'll take Biggs and Wedge. Sure. Alright, so, anyway. Beyond the card games, let's now ask ourselves, why are the card games important? Well, what do we need the cards for? And I will explain that. I'm kind of drawing it out so I can get downstairs and where I need to go. Okay, hold on. First, let's remove everything from Quistis and junction everything onto Squall. Alright, so that way when I go out here, all the GFs still get experience, even the ones that were on Quistis before. Because I'm going to go out and not really grind so much, because I'm just looking to learn one ability specifically. So I'm going to go and do that real quick. It's going to take me a minute, because I have to get all the way out to the wide open. Oh, but it looks like the cures did come back while I was wandering around trying to do card games, so there's that. I should probably junction magic. Alright. So what we want is to go down to the beach. Because the beach area, like if your character is standing in the sand, which I'm not sure we made it all the way there yet. You know, we did not. That's alright. Let me just kill these guys real quick. Now these guys are tougher than I thought they were, but that's alright. We'll get them eventually. Okay. Oh, I didn't hit the trigger in time for that one. That's weird. You can usually get it pretty much every single time. There we go. Alright, let's actually see how far out are we from learning card. 5 points. Alright. So we're just going to wander around on the beach area. Because these fish things give more AP and less experience. And we want the AP. They also hit a little bit harder, though. And I missed with the trigger again on that one. So AP are the points that give your GF abilities, while experience is what levels up your characters. And the way this game functions, if you're a min-maxer, you really want to minimize how much experience you get because the enemies level up with you. But the abilities you get are flat bonuses to your stats, regardless of what level you are. So for the sake of making the game as easy as possible, you want to not level up much at all and learn the abilities that you need to learn. And hopefully I won't die, because these guys are hitting harder than I remember them hitting. Let's see. Oh, I have a limit break, though. Every character's limit break is unique. Cloud has a series of trigger pulls he has to hit in order to make it work. I believe the other characters have their own unique gimmicks. Quistis, the only other character revealed to us, though, so far, her gimmick is that she's a blue mage. She can consume items that teach her the abilities of monsters. So as far as performing her limit goes, you just select it from a list. There's nothing special about it. But in terms of unlocking and learning her limits, there's more to it than that. Okay, so now Quetzalcoatl has learned card. So absolutely go to Quetzalcoatl and yeah, card mod is a good one to learn. More than that, though, you want Squall's ability. Let's replace GF with card. Not every monster can be turned into a card using the card ability, because that's what card does. It turns the enemies into cards. Not every monster can be turned into cards that way, but if you do turn an enemy into a card that way, you don't get any experience from the fight, but you do still get the AP, and that is important for minimizing the amount of experience you get, but maximizing the amount of AP you get. So I'm just going to spam card on these guys and hopefully get them. It is a small chance, a small possibility of success. It doesn't always happen. So I am going to take a few hits here because of this. So that is something I need to be aware of. And actually, let's see if I can't draw magic from them. Because do they have... I'm hoping for a cure. That's what I'm hoping for. Blizzard is not exactly what I was looking for. Sleep. Okay. Sleep might actually help with this, because I can draw a cast. Scan is worthless. Scan is a terrible spell. I don't even know why it's in the game. Okay, but I will draw Sleep and then cast it at the thing. Well, I was hoping to force it into Sleep so that it won't attack me, allowing me to card it, get a few more attempts at carding. But now I'm just taking damage, so I'm just going to keep carding and hope for the best. Another option later on in the game, I don't have it yet, is the Break spell. Break will instantly end battle without giving you experience either, if it hits. But just like Card, it's not a sure thing. I do believe it has better odds than Card does, though. Card's like a 5% chance of, or I think it's relevant relative to the enemy level, but yeah. Nope. Alright. Well, I'm gonna feel really bad about this episode. It's only the second episode in the series here, this playthrough, and so far nothing I've done has worked. So, this isn't really a great position for me for this, entertaining an audience here. I'm going to have to use an item. It's a good thing that this game is very generous with your starting equipment. They start you off with a lot of healing items. More so than other Final Fantasy games do. Just kind of keep going. It'll work eventually. Sleep isn't working either. I'm not entirely sure why that is. This is a very frustrating episode for me recording this because I don't have anything to say, and I just don't imagine that this is going to be entertaining to watch. Like, this is the sort of thing that I should do between episodes, but I thought it important to tell you guys about the use of the card ability to minimize experience gain. Now, it also turns enemies into cards, which is relevant for the card game we were doing in the first half of this little episode. But these particular enemies, these cards, are kind of bad cards, so I won't worry too much about doing that for the card game aspect on these guys anyway. And for the most part, it is faster and more convenient to get cards from just playing the game. You can find people who play the cards and win them off of them more readily than you can turn enemies into cards. Alright, well, I'm just going to start killing them now, because this is taking way too long. I'll do some stuff in between episodes. Renzo Kukin. Okay. Sometimes Squall's Limit Break has finishers, and the finishers change depending on what weapon he has equipped. I just have the starting weapon, so right now I only have Rough Divide. I ended up receiving a card from them anyway. That's just a... Kick me while I'm down, why don't you? Alright, so... this is Balam Town. Not to be confused with Balam Garden, where I'm a student. I believe this drop point is, what, Thunder? Yeah, okay. But what I'm here for mostly is... Oh, out of the way, guys. Oh. No, I don't need a rental car. I was gonna buy something. Okay, now that is remarkably fast recharge time on that Thunder. Okay, just gonna stock up on more potions. And like I said in episode 1, I'm going to sell this, 17,500, and then I'll just get it back later in the game. Okay, let me double check the GFs. So 27 out of 30 and 19 out of 30 in terms of those two abilities. Now, had Shiva not been knocked out during the Ifrit fight, then Shiva would already have Ice Magic Refinery, and I could show you exactly what these are used for. I think I'm going to do that, get at least one of the refinery abilities before ending the episode, so I can really show you why we're doing all of this. Because that's important. So I'm going to do like 1 or 2 more fights is what it's going to take to get that. Unless these guys have cure, nope. Just going to kill them then. Does damage affect it? Do I have better odds against damaged enemy? I guess so. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I'll mess around with it off camera and see what I can find out. But okay. So I need 1 more AP for Shiva to learn Ice Magic Refinery. This'll work. Okay, so Shiva learned Ice Magic Refinery. First thing to do after any time a GF learns a new ability, change what they are learning. Go Strength Junction. Okay, so avoid the forests for now. I'm on the stone path, so there should be no combat. I'm going to get into the garden and then demonstrate what I'm talking about with the refineries. Okay. Alright. So, if you go down to Ability, this is the list of abilities that you have learned from your GFs. And this allows you to turn items you've collected into magic. And magic is important because of junctioning. Now, I didn't actually give a tutorial for this like I said I was going to, so I'm going to do that now. Because the last episode I said I would do it in this episode, so I'm going to do it now. Now, I already showed junctioning GFs. They are spirits that you implant into your brain and you can summon them. And they are what give you your abilities, like drawing magic from the surroundings, the card ability that I've been using, and even using items is something you can't do without a GF. But they also allow you to attach magic that you've collected onto your stats, like I've done here. So if I put, say, Thunder onto my Strength stat, that increases my Strength stat by 1. If I put Isuna onto Magic, and Thunder onto Strength, there we go. That is currently my most optimized method right now, but with the ability, go to Ice Magic Refinery, I can create blizzards. One, I guess, mana stone is an abbreviation. They never really explain what the abbreviations stand for, really. But if I turn the Imstone piece into blizzards, I get 1 Imstone piece into 5 blizzards. I can create magic this way. And in so doing, now I have 80 waters to work with, which is way more than any other magic's ability I have. So 80 waters is probably going to be a lot more than... Yeah, it's a huge boost over 11 thunders, for example. I'm actually going to put it on magic, because I think the magic stat is what affects the card ability. So I'm going to do that for the sake of... I think that's what's going to affect the card ability, so I'm going to do that and hope that that helps me out while I'm doing my off-screen farming. Something I was wrong about that I just realized doing the card just a second ago is that you don't always get the... like, I got this guy from the Bite Bug. And it says at the bottom, Monster Ochu Bite Bug is what could get that card. So if I want to farm for that card, that's how I can do it. So it's one of those things where I did not realize that you can get monsters other than the Bite Bug, because Bite Bug is a card. I thought if you carded the Bite Bug, you'd only get the Bite Bug card. So it might actually be worthwhile to card other things now that I hadn't realized before. Something to keep in mind. But that's where I'm going to call the episode. I'm going to do some off-screen gathering of more AP. I'm going to learn the card mod, which allows you to turn cards into items. And then items can be turned into magic using Magic Refinery. So that is a good combo to have. And I'm going to learn the Fire Magic Refinery. I don't know if I'll bother learning the Thunder Magic Refinery just yet. Because that would be a lot of grinding. And this is a game that you're not really supposed to grind at all. Like, I don't need to grind. I don't need to do this at all. It's just convenience to get it out of the way. And I'm going to do it in a way that minimizes how much level I gain, while maximizing how much AP I gain. That's something we want to do. So I'm going to do that off camera for a bit, and I will see you next episode, where we will finally get the mission started, the seed exam. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.